get
really
the
good.
extra mana for everybody.
Yeah,
which
for
is gonna
Bristle
be
and
nice.
Puck especially, those heroes
Yeah.
love that early game. Even Enigma, if he doesn't have his early mana boots, which he should get, but that extra regen, and now
Is it anti-mage time?
it
10
Black Hole and
Mage isn't
Freezing
bad
Field
here.
also, something
Yeah.
Tsunami was not able to do in their show match
5
game,
seconds
but
remaining.
something that maybe,
5 seconds
Dubu will be able to.
what?
That's more in the counter initiation front,
Whoa.
right? If you go on the bristle and you have the CM right behind with the
Well,
freezing field.
they have a counter for a black hole there.
Yep, Stone Gaze. Stone Gaze looks good. Yeah. Check.
So Medusa for Yawar at the end.
And-
The ultra late gamer.
I'm still thinking, like, they still don't really have that counter for Bristle. I mean, obviously people are gonna be like Legion, like Lacoste said, it turns around, but I mean, when he's 6 slot and super tanky, he doesn't really care. I mean, back facing,
Yeah,
that's great, but he's still,
Well,
they
what
have to
about the-
blow him up with like all of Lena, and then what the rest of the team around him is gonna enable. I mean, they're gonna enable Mace in this game, I think, again.
This is an I like the. Go ahead.
No,
ahead.
you
10
go
seconds
first.
remaining.
All right, the stone gaze is really interesting here because if you talk about the counter initiation,
5
if you
seconds
do that into the
remaining.
stone gaze, obviously it'll end those spells, including if you get it off just before the black hole. But also with his face turned in say a Legion Commander duel, he's guaranteed to be stone gazed, and then he's just gonna get he's gonna eat a lot of physical
That is
damage to the
true, yeah.
face, and that they don't really have that kind of a save for him in that way, so that might be something to watch out for. Lacoste?
Check, that's genius.
Yeah,
Lacoste?
there's not much
Lacoste?
burst on the side of Team Freedom, even if that Bristleback is, as you mentioned, turned around. Like Medusa needs to have a lot of items. They have Laguna, Dazzle doesn't provide much damage, neither does Nyx Assassin. We'll see how that works.
Yeah. Oh, that is ugly hair on Dubu.
I wanted to actually say something else. Now I don't even know what I wanted to say, but still, maybe I'll.
We'll remind you, Lacoste.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to bring it back.
Yeah, then you can sound smart.
So whose draft do you guys like coming out of the gate?
It's hard to say. I like the uniqueness. I like Freedom's lineup with the Medusa, and you mentioned the synergy between the Stone Gaze and the potential great counterfight potential,
Prepare
but
for battle.
will this Enigma be able to just be a huge force in the later game, and will they have much to be able to stop him is the other thing. I don't know. I'm a bit torn, but I feel natural to side with DC on this for me.
Yep, and Slardar did run into the Nyx Assassin. They both ran into each other. They saw each other in the Radiant Jungle. Meanwhile, it was like 2 quick heroes bottom and then 1 hero top by Dubu. And uh-oh, Snake King does need to be careful. He could just get chased down. Snake King's a little far away. Luckily, Lena is here. Gonna be able to stop that. Now look at the same way around. Dubu's getting right-clicked by Snake King. And they have 3 heroes up here, so they're gonna obviously win this on the Radiant unless someone else wants to come from Dire, which Bulba is doing.
They wish they timed that better when
Yeah.
they had Lena and the Legion
30
Commander
seconds to
coming
battle.
from the other side,
Yeah, but
just baiting with a Dazzle.
yeah, I think Stan King was like still trying to counter out a smoke, which might have already worn out if they just waited for Snake King to come from the back, Lena from the front. So what do you do with the Nyx? Like, Nyx's stun at level 1 did get buffed a little bit, but it still feels super weak. Like, you have to get levels somewhere while not being that useful. Like, what do you do with him? Do you just sit
He's
middle?
gonna be on the mid.
Yeah, he's at number 2 to the mid lane.
Yeah, it feels like he's very
battle
unlikely to
begins.
kill the puck, I think, unless the puck
Yeah.
makes a big mistake. So.
But he could just right-click him down, you know, harass, get some time
He
up.
can also either duel or just go put pressure on the Crystal Maiden. We've seen that effectively, I think, just yesterday. Like, steal some creeps, take last hits, stop her from getting XP, cancel clarities potentially, because she's not going to get a move speed item early on. She's moving at 285, and she certainly can't fight the Nyx. So, even that would help, I think, just in terms of aura, in terms of taking mid behind a little bit.
Yeah, one thing I noticed when Snake King is playing gold lane with a hero that needs to get a poor man's shield, they give him the rune. Actually, the mid one, the CCNC doesn't get the rune.
Yep. Right, yeah, they did do that yesterday, and they do it again, so he's a lot tankier, especially versus those Quills, and look at, uh-oh, Snake
Well,
King.
he has to deliver the clarity, basically, if he gets the rune, right? I mean, not the clarity, he has the
This
south.
is a bit of an awkward spot for Snake King. There's 2 forms of lockdown here.
He can't really die with the 4-man shield, but they can do a ton of
Oh,
damage,
they
I'm
did
pretty
both
sure.
at once, it looks like.
He can just overwhelming odds and run away. Doesn't want to commit it, though. Good, in middle lane, like you said, dual lane, but Abed He's doing just fine. 4-0 versus 5 and 3. CCNC still only level 1 because of that leech from the Nyx.
Yeah, because it's hard to land a stun and mana burn level 1 does so much more.
Yeah.
Puck is gonna be out of mana. One more mana burn and the Nyx Assassin is gone from the lane.
There you go. Pop that clarity. So where does he go now? It looks like he's gonna head up top to try to help.
He can't do
Stanley.
anything on bottom. He just, because the lane is pushed, so Stanking will just continue to pull the creep waves. They don't have any kill potential on that Enigma. Enigma's gonna have a good time.
It looks like Snake King might be in a little trouble. He's so tanky, but the Quills, look at those 3 stacks up, even if it's just level 1. Stacks up nicely, man. That looked pretty easy for Dire. Like, Snake King was just up there farming and dies.
What they could do is maybe swap, and maybe it would have been better if they started with it. Just Legion with the Dazzle on bottom. You're not gonna harass Enigma anyway. And just let the Nyx Assassin pull on the bottom lane.
Levels that way, yeah. I'm actually surprised they're not just pulling it all bottom right now.
Yeah, they could even straight up duo if they wanted to, right? I don't think the Medusa is under any threat of dying from the Enigma.
Here
And
comes
here we
Bulba.
go. Yep, stun comes in. Stan King is invis though. He's gonna throw out that level 1 poison. He has a heal too. They want to get this kill. I don't believe he has stun, but they're gonna get him anyways because that 2-0-1 build is so much damage from Lina. It's like more than doing the 1-1-1 even with that stun. Yep, there we go. Invis rune for Stan King and invis rune for Dazzle gets him a kill. Who'd have thought? It's nice. Stack the ancients here. Both teams have ancient takers. That'll be interesting to see. Because they both have it, if one team wants to go steal the other team's.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
hard. Bristleback kills
Yeah.
those stacks early on. Medusa will not
little
have
later.
split shot until level 12, 13 max, so she can't take the stacks and doesn't have enough damage to do it.
Yeah, and with the Quills, like because of the dire radiant difference, the Bristleback is able to hit multiple camps plus the entry stack at the same time, depending on where he's positioned, in both like triangular areas with the camps. That's something that the Medusa can't really do at all on the radiant. So actually, I mean, I feel like NP, for instance, already seems to favor Dire a lot,
Dire,
and play a
yeah.
lot, and when they have Bristle and Medusa, like that just adds to their efficiency, right?
Yeah, because they have who pretty much stacks all the time, and they always have those heroes, Medusa, Sven, they can clear the stacks, even Bristleback.
Middle lane. Oh, I think that was a miss uphill on Abed actually. Tried to hit that salve off, couldn't quite get in. Fleet, not a threat to Mason, but he's a threat to stealing this last hit. And the creep actually gets it, the Radiant creep. One little guy steals the big Satyr.
You ever see that video with that Radiant creep? I forget what the name they gave him, but he's just like a part of like everything. I forget, you have to know what I'm talking
Have
about.
you guys
right?
ever seen Power Rangers, Jack? What are you saying?
There's a clip of this Radiant creep. It's like a first-person perspective, and he makes this heroic journey. Like he's a part
I
of
know
like
what you're talking
he's a
about.
part of like 3 kills and like a
Yeah.
Raxing, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I
Yeah,
kind
It's
of
like the Odyssey for this
it,
guy.
yeah.
That was when you said that. That just reminded me that lone heroic creep.
I've seen old Cardi. It's not that one though, but I know
It's
which one you're
not-
talking about. Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. Rotation in, but Flea is gonna take this gank, and he's like, all right, not even gonna tank it. He's just gonna scout it fully out.
I have seen Power Rangers.
Smoke Ranger.
My bad.
If you want to watch Power Rangers, watch the old movies and the series.
Uh-oh, and
If
we
you
have a
want to
little
watch
trouble for-
someone die,
It won't be Stan King.
it's not going to be Stan King,
I
because
thought you
he
were
has
gonna say
lived.
watch J4 because he's at TI.
Yeah, that's one of the Power Rangers.
That's a good one. I can't believe he just lived there. He lived with 5 HP, a perfect stun by Flea.
Oh, bottom lane. They might actually get the kill. What level is Enigma? Level 5? Still, he might die.
Oh, he
Frostbite,
drained all
and he
his
should be
mana.
dead.
Yo, they
Oh!
max range Snake on Fereb and Bulba. They're doing so much damage, but he has that mana shield. And
Dire's
oh,
bottom
that's
tower is
Snake.
under
That's
attack.
Snake.
That snake bounce just single-handedly gave him enough on his shield to survive.
That and I mean,
What a
Bulba
play.
couldn't commit, right? He tanked like 400 HP. It's level 3.
Yeah, let's hit the showers, boys.
Let's hit a good game, everyone. And they could go right back for it if they want. I don't think they have a smoke in the middle.
Jax. Oh, top lane.
Holy
Top,
smokes.
it's on Mason. Can they get it? Yes, they will.
Jax really loves snakes. Venomancer, Rasta, this slithering guy. Also, the way you talk about Sand King's tail,
he has the
Venomous
ward.
tail. Huh? Mystic Snake from Medusa. Always that smile on your face.
You're on to me, Lacoste. The other thing I like about the
Whoa, what is CCP doing? He kind of dodged back into that. I mean, Stan King's here, but this is going to be rough.
No
He's not
grave,
even level
though.
4 yet. Doesn't have great, but
They don't know it.
Here's Flea.
Opa,
Oh, he
Ravage
hits it.
on one.
That was still on a hasted puck. He hits it. No one's going to die again, which is good for the Radiant, even though they did commit 4 heroes here. That was a big kill top, and Flea's level 4. He found the levels he needed. Just like that shrine. Man, Team Freedom's living with like 5 HP on every single gang. CCNC, that was... I don't know why he right-clicked the Slardar when he was on top of the hill when he saw Puck was going to get that rune. Could have been real bad.
So much shrine action.
It really is.
Can't even handle it right now.
Look at Snake King, almost level 6 already. Mason is. That stun comes up. They need to be careful. The 2 supports rotating on through.
Bulba's been moving around so much, he's still level 2.5 this game. Gonna have to eventually find some time to just, you know, be selfish, but here he finds an opening to make a move on the Snake King. A stun comes out from Flea. Is it gonna be enough for a save? No, Snake King will end up going.
I think right when they saw he went on him, Stan King had to immediately TP, but maybe he didn't have enough gold, didn't have it up. It would have been rough either way.
feels like that's been happening to Bulba a lot, where he gets like really underleveled, like they don't get that many kills and gets a bit underleveled. Contrast that with like AUI on the force, where he just, you know, he's like level 6 at 9 minutes with like 2 kills like persistently, right?
If you want to play good position 4, watch AUI. Oh, that Medusa is actually struggling on bottom. Enigma harassing him or her a lot. He has no mana, he should bring some clarity, so...
Going to kind of gank bottom by CCNC.
This'll come in handy.
He's just showing up. I mean, I think he was going for the rune. Maybe he thought if he went up the hill, he's like, well, I could get a kill. Gets the rune anyway. Gets the rune on the way back.
Bulba, deep ward
Radiant's
down
middle
here.
tower is
Deep
under
level
attack.
2.
Deep level 2 ward.
And look at, yeah, like you said, he's, I mean, he's almost level 3. Uh-oh, they're going to get a coil in on him. Snake King's here, he's going to press that tag. I think he should have broke the coil.
Should have waited,
maybe?
but still it's good.
Oh my goodness, Abed can't even pick him up, and look at this, Snake King is just chunking him as that extra 10 damage now. Yeah, he should have waited for the coil to break and then...
Either for
press
coil
the
to
attack.
break or just Slardar to stun.
But it worked, so...
It worked?
Yeah, but it worked.
Dire's middle
Did
it
tower
work?
is under
It,
attack.
I believe it worked barely.
Okay.
Check the dual victory there. Yeah, it worked.
It worked. They got it. Give him that 10.
Can I check him real quick? Okay, it worked.
It worked. Ooh, and Abed needs to be careful. That overwhelming odds could have done a ton of damage, but
It's level 2 only.
yeah, it is. Not that he doesn't really know that though.
Yeah,
Could have done a lot.
if you don't know, it doesn't really do much more damage if you don't
True.
know that.
But you never know. Nyx could have ran
Surprise
him
them
from the
with
back.
level 2.
Yeah, I thought it was 2-1-2, and oh, okay. Here we go, Yawar. Aggressive TB by Forev. He has his Midas now, right?
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense. The
something
cost
up.
is like the Tinker Rockets, right?
Yeah, you know.
It's like, wait, what? He just finished me off with these rockets. He has no points in March? Like, what's going on?
Still, so first successful duel. Uh-oh, he tried to bait it out with Quills, and like we said, these stuns are way harder to hit than Sand King Lina and even Slardar Lina. Well, like I said, you guys take that. So, I mean, it's Freedom's up 3-2 kills. They're up 1,000 or less right now. Do you still think they're doing enough? Because it feels like Bristol, I mean, Medusa's obviously really good late game, but Bristol is super good in the mid.
Yeah, but look at Forev on bottom lane. Level 9, 10 minutes in.
He's owning.
Midas ready.
Minus to blink. Notice no mech.
Yep.
Weird, huh?
Who is good at, I mean, I feel like a mech is really good on DC because they want to fight that like middle game time, but no one's really going to be getting it.
Unless we have Darkseers in the game, I just don't see many mechs anymore.
True.
Mech is so costly.
It is.
I mean,
Lot
the
of mana, lot of
cooldown
money.
on it is so big. That's why it was nerfed long ago and still stayed the same for a while.
Maybe if they felt that they had like an early game timing, we would
Yeah,
see
they
it. but-
can. Yeah, if they have a timing, they feel like they can just run them over.
Oh, and here
They
we go.
can go for
But
it.
between Legion, Medusa, and Lina, like there's so much like wave
Radiant's
clear
top
and
tower
just
is under attack.
Quiet Jack, we got a gank moving in. They're going to set up a frostbite. Snake King trying to purge it off, but they're making too many moves, and he's going to go down. Flea's trying to hide within the trees, but they have spotted him. They have a sentry down, but he's able to walk out of the race. Then back in, then back out. All right, they step back out, and now that CCNC and Stan King and more are showing up, this is when DC will pull away. But a successful gank on the Snake King.
Is that tower deniable? The Radiant top?
No.
One?
Sorry, Jack, I didn't mean to tell you to shut up.
Yeah, you talk a lot.
Yeah, that's Grant's
Sometimes
job.
you just gotta get out of here.
There you go.
And, well, at least with that 4-man gank from the Dire, Bulba finally gets a lane to himself middle, so gotta get some levels. He's still only 4.5, about to be 5. Lena getting some farm. What are the ancient stacks looking like on both sides?
We got one stack right here, a nothing
0,
over there, a little bit of
1,
something right there, and a little
1.
bit of something right there.
Okay, so nothing too big.
1,
I'm surprised
1,
they don't have more for Bristle. But they're moving around the map so much. Uh-oh. CCNC needs to be a little careful.
When Bristle gets a pipe, they have no damage, no right-click damage at all for Team Freedom.
Puck, we haven't seen too much movement out. That was a nice gank top. I feel, like we said, after they hit that kill, they need to make something happen. They couldn't even take the top tower, though. Stan King just...
Oh, they're making a move for it.
Here we go.
Oh, he's able to turn around and get the Midnight Pulse, but the follow-up stun is there, and then the duel. And that will earn Snake King an extra 10 damage, putting him up to 20, and he's able to fight right back after that pick off the top lane.
Medusa will need to build as much items as possible, the early ones, so they can actually fight, and because they really don't have much damage, they should just try to evade fights. It will eventually come to that one point where Enigma has BKB, Black Hole, and Blink, and Bristol is gonna be so huge.
And it's pretty much
hard.
all on Medusa
Yeah.
to hit ulti, yeah. And if she doesn't, you're gonna get wiped at that point. If she doesn't have ulti up when he has BKB hole, it's gonna be a real problem.
Until that point happens, Freedom do have a lot of potential to find tempo, like just around their cooldowns, basically.
Nick's Legion.
Or
Yeah,
Nick's there
he's
as
getting
well.
close to that Blink Dagger on Legion.
CCNC.
There's
down a
the
level on
2-3-4
Puck.
that you mentioned last time, Grant, like the positions and kind of setting the pace.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit almost like those IG teams of a few months ago.
Yeah, when they used to run Vengela too, especially.
What are we talking about? 2, 3, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
Just those positions on the team, like setting the pace, using their tempo to find kills each time they have the cooldowns. Where you have like a defensive support, boss, carry who's going to get the majority of the farm, and then you just go around taking one kill at a time on cooldowns until you have an edge to get the team fights.
Yep, like mostly like Nick's Legion this game. If those two are together, you just smoke them with Nyx in front. It's a lot of easy kills, especially maybe on that Enigma. If he lays down the aggressive Midnight Pulse,
There it is.
Carapace, and they're going. Oh my
Oh man, they have found the mother load.
You're not even going to wait for the dual damage on that one. That's too juicy to pass
goodness. Yeah,
up.
it really was.
Can't miss the next stun when he's been running.
Bulba
Hey,
is
we'll
getting
duel this
spotted.
one.
See ya. And wow, they're gonna be able to. What level is the split shot on your war?
No.
0.
0?
This might be tough to take, guys. Let's get out of here. We have nothing actually. We have Snake.
Did Bulba come over to investigate the wreckage or something? I'm not really sure, but wow, that is unfortunate for them.
Yeah, that was because I mean your Bristle died, which is bad, but you're like, oh well, at least there's a little less late game. Snake King's not getting that plus damage. And then
Bulba, Uranus Investigator.
And he, oh my goodness, Legion at 2.6k. He got so much from that kill. He's like, oh, Blink plus a little extra. And that's a decent Blink timing, 15 minutes. He has the phase boots as
Yeah,
well.
but they have a Blink Dagger on Enigma. They want to
back.
take a fight right now.
Yeah, Bulba's trying to creep in from the side.
You are skilled ult, right? I thought I saw when you clicked on him. Some don't. Or Envy didn't skill till 13, I remember, so...
Yeah,
I
1
guess
point
versus
is
Enigma,
valuable. You don't need to have more than 1 point until you max out split shot.
Yeah, well, and it's going to be a tough push. Last game we saw the defensive ults by Stan, or not Stan King, Dubu were so good, and right here, Yawar has way too much armor to go on.
There is a 1 sentry ward on the left side, but they don't have anything on the right one. Lee is providing so much info.
He hasn't walked in yet. Oh, he makes his move in now. While Abed's running up, finds Snaking on the side, trying to make their move in. Yawar's going to be forced to pop out the Snow Gaze to defend him. Coil going to get dropped. Nicely done from Abed to prevent Snaking from trying to run in and duel anybody. He's forced to go around in circles. The freezing field is there, and then the Black Hole follow-up is also going to be on the mark, but then CCNC strikes him down with the Laguna to quickly finish off for Red Bulba, somehow living, hiding within the trees and makes it away. Yawar could be under pressure next, as Stanking is super low. Abed jumps and just barely missed the rift. Snaking steps back, gets off another weave, and will somehow survive.
It could have been a lot worse for
Oh,
Team
yeah.
Freedom. Legion Commander just sitting there. I
Couldn't
mean,
do anything.
You had Nyx Assassin who was successfully scouting. And he just went there into 3 heroes.
Yeah, that was definitely odd on Snake.
Also a little bit of premature Medusa ulti, so Enigma just went away from it. They had no vision of Enigma, so he could do a successful Black Hole.
You like Nyx's skill build?
Yeah. It's good against Bristles, Spike Carapace, and good against
Top lane,
Enigma
we're gonna have a
Puck.
duel possibly. Uh-oh, Flea is gonna have to stun if they want this, but oh, Sentry Ward goes down right then, and Corrosive Haze comes out, so vision for the rest of that ult. I guess Snaking just blinked in, and it felt like the stun was a little late. They didn't quite get it. Oh, blink forward on Yawar. They know he doesn't have ult up. Coil's gonna fly. He's gonna be running low on mana here. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna get ulted up, graved as well, but you're probably just delaying the inevitable here. He's trying to run the other way. Ref picks it up with the Eidolons. You're gonna try to chase down Stanley as well. Gets stunned by the Enigma, and he should just get right here by Abed. Yep. Heal bomb hurts Abed a little bit, but not enough. And this feels like when Team Freedom should be doing stuff right when Black Hole's down, but they're keeping the pressure up with Abed's a little bit lower cooldown.
They know where Bulba is.
Just waiting for him. Hiding in the trees, like his old teammate Jimmy used to do.
I like the DC's moving kind of as a unit. There's 2 ways to respond to this kind of 2-3-4, trying to set the pace. It's either you set a trap for them and maybe bait out a core and counter gank, or you go and kill their carry and defensive support. That's the other way to get just now.
Top lane, CCNC might be in a little bit of trouble. Snaking to get impressed the attack, but look at your Abed duel on the bet. This might just be to save CCNC. Laguna comes down. No, they
Nice
just
play
pick
by
it up.
CCNC.
Nice turn out. Oh, Coil again. Does he have press the attack up? I don't believe he does. Carapace possibly getting up for the stun. Abed's in a lot of trouble. Nice dodge though.
He went for mana burn first.
No, not right. So Flea's going to miss that opportunity, and DC will continue to run a train right through Freedom now, and even possibly get the grab onto Flea. Stanking nearby, can't really get close enough. If he can get now, no, not going to be happening. Oh, so unfortunate.
You don't want to TP as Medusa to your level tier 2, level tier 2 tower, yeah, and then your TP is on cooldown and you can't help your teammates. I mean, you can just walk there with the phase boost.
Yep. And they're just doing a great job of abusing Bristleback having 0 cooldowns. Enigma has that high one, but Bristleback doesn't, and he can just run to you over and over again with just forever. Double smoke spot up now by the Radiant. They want something to happen here.
Nice play there by CCNC though. He was running away as far as possible from Puck's banning rift and just used the Laguna Blade to secure the dual damage.
Dire's middle tower.
I mean, he has 40 dual damage. It's obviously not the greatest, but that's pretty good in this game. I feel they're losing by a little bit. Here we go, might see a duel coming up. It's gonna be Bulba. And oh, he tried to run. That was an instant kill, and that is now 50 damage up on him.
So
Lena has blood.
54, sir.
Oh, he had
was
level
level
2.
2.
Nice.
Dire's bottom tower.
And yeah, that Bloodstone you were just talking about there on CCNC also complete. So there is a little bit of a pushback here from Freedom.
It's a little late though, right? Because usually he has the Yules plus the Bloodstone almost at the like 22-minute mark, but he just doesn't have a Yules this time.
Yeah, for him because there's not that much action.
Yeah.
And he was pressured on a mid lane from that Puck with Crystal Maiden Aura.
Yeah.
And that duel feels a little risky because it feels like they shouldn't be able to escape alive from that. In a sense, like you have the Shrine there and the tier 1 still on.
They might have just been able to like, because they knew they were going to blow so quick, they could just TP out if they really wanted, I guess.
And also like these outer towers, are all still standing for Digital Chaos. This is pretty important because it reduces the range at which you can send those 3 to combo and look for pickoffs. The help comes a lot sooner, like near the tower itself, obviously like easier to defend with vision and TPs. So that feels like it really restricts things, and that's what's been causing some of the overextends, I think, from Team Freedom.
Yeah.
So they've lost a couple towers already. That makes it harder for them to get reinforcements when these smaller fights turn into bigger ones.
Oh, Legion is running on bottom. They have info where Enigma is. But, I'm not sure it's gonna be enough. Radiant using a scan to see if anyone is behind them. Yeah, forever.
Oh, he's gonna farm that up though.
Well, when you
tower
see,
is
they
under
should not
attack.
use scan there because you know something is up as an enemy team. Either they're smoked or they're threatened that you're smoked. You know you're not smoked, so they want to do an action.
They don't have any vision on this gank. They don't even have to smoke. There's no vision. Perev's gonna break down all the trees. Snake King's gonna try to run away. Oh, nice! He gets the Carapace up on the coil. That might end up saving Snake King, and Flea with that heads up play.
Flea walking through the orb with the Carapace.
That was nice.
That was cool.
Save Snake King. Snake King got a lot of farm. He got like 3 sets of Eidolons plus like 4 waves.
Dire's
Didn't
top
even die.
tower is under attack.
That was a heavy gank to
Dire's
avoid.
structures
Yawar gets a
are
little bit of time to poke at the mid tier 1, but DC have been really good at rotating all the way back and just being there for a lot of these towers.
Oh, and Abed with an Arcane Rune. They might want to, I mean, they have Enigma hole up. Arcane Rune Puck's actually insane with how much damage she can output,
He's actually skipping the Yule Scepter build
which is,
on Lina.
we haven't seen that in a
He-
while. Uh-oh, Dubu, Pereb, both getting scout out. They pinged out Snake King.
That hard stun to
Dire's
land
top tower
shows
is under
there. Can't
attack.
quite get the reach onto Crystal Maiden. Snake King would have been ready for a follow-up play, but the opportunity's now gone.
I like Pereb. You saw him kind of look back because they had almost 3 heroes there. Like, juked back when he saw those 2 heroes a little bit clumped up, but Lee's been pretty on point. He might have just Carapaced the whole off.
Well, if he goes for Shadowblade right now, it might be good. He can continue the split push, and he has a good kill potential still on Maiden, on Slardar, and on Puck before he gets level 0. He can still swap the Yules after Shadowblade. He almost has it though.
Here we go. They're going to try to finally get that first tower. Doesn't look like Dire's too worried about losing this tower. Kazar's going to let it go. And
Dire's middle
Yawar,
tower
okay. Well, he has
has
the Midas Dragonlance. Going Scotty next. I guess he just wants a ton of survivability, be able to get off that his ultimate and really just tank up. He's their
Dire's middle
frontliner.
tower is under attack.
BKB very, very close on Enigma now. That could be very well be the next fight. Could be Roche too if they really want maybe. Because Bristle can almost solo Roche with a Solar Crest. And then you just have the Black Hole standing in the back.
Snake King has been just chilling here. Hello?
Hello? Wait, what?
Test?
That was odd.
Pause the game. Is he here?
That was like, he didn't even run back down his hill. He was like running left over to the shrine. That was super weird. Like, if they had a lane ward, I don't know,
Yeah,
that's odd.
Lina was in Shadowblade.
Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to bait it, but
That was odd. And BKB is up on Enigma. He's going to pick it up. Flea, almost level 12. I mean, obviously, the ulti is not. It gives Nyx like solo kill potential, I guess, like you said, on 2 heroes with it. Maybe the Crystal Maiden, maybe Bulba, but it's just nice. At least your Nyx is finding levels.
yeah, with the Midas,
Yeah.
he's gonna get a lot of levels. And we go back to that level 15 talent, 3 on Nyx Assassin, plus 50 impale damage. The shittiest one in the game ever
Oh.
made.
Oh, and here we go, smoking. Oh no. And look at Stan King. Oh, he was about to just go back to the lane. He's like, hey guys, well, what's up? But it might be Yawar. Maybe they wanted Stan King. He needs to be so quick on his ultimate if he pushes.
Okay. The snakes will be revealed.
They
Will
have
that...
to know.
Yeah, will that force DC into the
Dire's
trees, or are they
top
going to
tower
go
is under
elsewhere? I mean,
attack.
there's a push also coming from Flea through
Radiant
the top
structures
lane.
are fortified.
Looks like Abed's going to be heading that
Radiant's
direction.
middle tower is under attack.
While the others go inside the pit and
Dire's
get that
bottom
party
tower is
started.
under attack.
That's what I said. I mean, all you really need is a Bristle with a Solar Crest, and I mean, Pereb can stand inside, outside. He'll just BKB cast ult if needed.
Bottom tower
And
has
Corrosive
fallen.
Haze is really, really good. Oh, he might know Roach is up if they do that. Maybe they knew they were doing it anyways.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Not going to be able to do anything about it, but add some side pressure instead. CCNC is going to work here on the bottom tier 2, but
He's gonna black hole
Forev
him.
has moved in, and there's the black
Do they
hole.
have
It's going to get
vision?
pulled
They
out.
don't have vision.
All solo. Do they have the vision for CCNC, or has he just simply shadow bladed away from the trouble? See you later, nerds.
Wow, that was bad.
What a nerds, huh?
Yeah, wow, that feels so bad as an Enigma. Like you got up your full, you almost solo killed him while he was shadow bladed.
You had a Crystal Maiden TPing on the tier 3 tower. If
Yeah.
Bulba TP there, just to provide a vision, I don't know if you had a TP. There is Dust of Appearance plus 1 more sentry.
Or if they go to the shrine and go for the cutoff.
Yeah.
What's ironic is they've done a good job of having vision for the Nyx assassin, but the lean against the Shadow Blade
Dyer's
just
top tower
gets out
is
of
under
the
Plus he
attack.
wasted
hole
1
scot-free.
second of a
Dyer's
BKB
structures
on
Yep.
are
Enigma.
Which
fortified.
is actually like, and sometimes it's like, ah, whatever. Late game it's gonna be 5, but when you have a Nyx on the other team, that BKB is really important. No hole, they know this time they have a dust up. They're gonna go in, press the attack.
Yawar.
Ulti from Yawar, they're gonna try to go in. Will Bulba, he's running away. The duel comes
There
on the
it
crystal.
is.
He is getting melted. Jack, you were right. They won the duel. He did have Aegis this time, though.
They
But
should just
still.
run away as fast as they can.
Oh, but they want to save everyone. No man left behind. Bulba's here. Oh, Flea actually stops him from blinging, though. Whiffs it. Takes a ton of damage. Do they have enough? Sun's going to fly out. This Bristol's going so hard right now. Now they're all coiled up, but Abed a little bit nervous. Oh, big
nice ult
ulti
from the
too
trees.
behind. And Yawar's in a little bit of trouble. Everyone's taking a ton of damage on both teams, but Snake King brings down Perez. Snake King goes down to Dubu. And now Perez
gonna
killing
wipe them.
Yawar, Stan King, and do they have vision on CCC? Doesn't have Shadow Blade for 10. He might just have to suicide.
Stun on yourself. Try to stun farther.
Yeah, I think the
Nice.
first try. Yeah, suicide.
5-man takedown from Digital Chaos. Certainly the Aegis being a big factor there. They feel like they had to commit so much to get that Mason kill down.
They should just
To start out the fight.
sacrifice one, even
Sacrifice
2 heroes,
Snake King, I think.
and just run away.
Yeah.
They could turn around the fight if Nyx Assassin hit the Impale on Slardar, and
Yeah.
they just insta-kill him there.
But he did
It's
not.
hard. It's hard to hit a stun on a Slardar who has a...
And
Case
where they
pretty
fought
much.
too. Like Dubu, usually the slowest deer in the pack when his team is running, finds a nook in the trees where they don't have vision and gets off a great freezing
Radiant's
field.
middle tower.
And then one of the things about the GC lineup with the Slardar is, and especially even with the Bristleback and the slows, this is a lineup that you do not run away from. Like if you've been routed in a fight, they will clean up the stragglers with the Slardar as long as the Slardar is alive.
Even Enigma was
They'll let it catch, yeah. And so if you're gonna take that kind of big set piece fight,
Uh-oh, hello.
I love how you said that's good positioning from CM and the ultimate, then Enigma casts Midnight Pulse and destroys all the trees.
Yep. Oh, and dude, Snake King, this is the most farm I've seen. Even like when MSS was playing it, I don't think he had this much farm by 40 minutes. He has a Blink, Blade Mill, Shadow Blade flying out now. Or did he? No, he has Shadow Blade, yeah. But he's very farm. You look at the, even after that 5-man team wipe, somehow Team Freedom is still up in farm.
I hope he doesn't go for Silver Edge on maybe later stages, but he needs a BKB.
Great.
I mean, you turn around Bristol anyway, you don't need to break him.
Exactly, yeah, exactly true. Maybe later when you want to
Yeah.
just reduce his damage done or something, you don't need it though for sure. And they have Black King Bar plus Blink plus Hole up. They need to be careful, but top tower. CC seems to be so good for pushing. He also has a whole Shivas.
Gem on Puck though, so it's gonna be hard. You have 1, 2, 3 in this heroes
And
inside
no
of Team
Yules.
Freedom.
I'm looking forward to the game turning Bloodstone.
Oh my goodness, he hit it. Will his
This is
son
gonna
come up
be
in
so
time?
big.
He is. The duel. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
baby.
Huge play, but here we go. Here comes Fred. He has the
hole.
black hole. It's
Oh!
They're dead.
My goodness! Forev.
such a good kill on the puck, and then they're all just sitting there. Black hole's up.
Just couldn't resist that tasty fish wriggling on the end of the hook, and it
Looks so
comes forever,
tasty.
reel it in.
Take the gem out of Puck.
And another thing about not having Yules right is he had to use Laguna to blow up the Lincoln so they could get
The
the
duel.
duel. That kind of hurt. That actually kills the solo kill potential on the puck, like you said now, because he doesn't have Yules unless he gets force or something.
Yeah, they don't have any solo kill potential anymore, especially when the gem is up. No. Where is the gem?
Ooh, I love the S and Y onto the bristleback. Gives him a lot more killing potential just running at people instead of like a later, harder assault.
Hard running in from Mason onto Uwari. Hits so quick. Runs right back.
Needs a pike to kite around.
Does Dan King have a solar crest, or am I see that? But now he's taking it down. I thought I saw it. He almost does, which is huge. And there is a full Scotty up now. I mean, Yawar has been farming. He needs to get some damage now, though. It's going Manta. Okay. It's not the biggest damage. I'm not the biggest fan, but a lot of stuff he can get out of.
Still got 70 seconds to work without this black hole, so the urgency from Freedom might begin to show here a bit to try to at least pressure, eliminate some tier 2s, and just get some more money happening their way. But Forev hiding under that invis, drops down the midnight pulse, quickly blinks the other way, snaking in pursuit up to the high ground here. Look at this. Looking to walk in for the duel straight up. Oh, but the Lincolns! And it pops out the duel. He's not going to be able to get it. They turn it around, they drop the coil. They're able to get off the grave, but it's only going to be delaying the inevitable demise of snaking there. A follow-up stun also going to be there onto Yawar. Mason runs on forward, and this is Team Freedom's game crumbling away from him, it would appear. Two mighty cores going down. The donkey gets hit, flying back up to heaven, and not even Stan King is going to be saved.
Slowly falling apart from Team Freedom that saved from Lincoln's Sphere. And now they have a black hole ready.
And it's all because what Snake King blinked up to the high ground, so he couldn't blink in before the Lincolns, and he just had to run at them. But as they crumble it in half from Freedom.
Bottom lane, chance to even catch CC&C, who's trying to split push, will also be tagged. He's going to try to at least turn around and get Bulba, but nope, not even going to be granted that.
Tower goes down. They're just going to push the base, huh? They can. Will Lina buy back here? Uh-oh, doesn't have Carapace up now. Could be in trouble. Get up to top of the shrine for sure. He's dead.
Oh my god.
Mason does so much now.
Yeah.
Dodging out.
My goodness, we could be heading into a situation where DC are simply one game away from suddenly qualifying for TI. Freedom were looking like the hot team here, but 2 games now. Things kind of crumbling apart a bit. And here we go. Hard move in with a freezing field. Snake King is going to be forced to be bailed out with the grave. Nice stun fall from Bulba, eating a lot of damage. But there's the black hole moving. Forev looking to end this game flat out, if possible. Stan King barely alive, trying to walk back it away. Yawar tries to fend them off a bit with the stone gaze. He tags the shrine. The tier 3 does crumble.
And now we see why this hero got first banned. Last game, this Enigma is just pretty much almost the sole reason they're owning this game.
I don't feel any influence of Javar in both of these games, especially in this one on Medusa.
Yeah, the one time they got like that nice combo us was just on an Aegis.
It's kind of the limitations of a single in some ways.
They're gonna try. He's gonna get in front to Laguna. This should be a kill.
It's taking a lot. He's got his back now. It seems like it's going to be so much, and he moves so freaking fast. He actually turns. Okay.
Lee gets him with the level 4 Carapace.
1.2k gold.
Got him with the mana burn.
Did he? I thought yeah,
No, he killed him with
Carapace. Yeah. Well, an Agadam's on Nyx will definitely slow down base pushes, but you're still gonna get black holes.
Yeah, this is a difficult team to push into as long as their heroes are alive. I think they've overextended a little bit. Like some of these catches, obviously the one top that led to the black hole, and DC has done a good job of answering that, kind of seeing like how they want to play this with their heroes. Credit DC a lot for that. I also like Mason's item build this game. I think it's been a really smart choice not to build super tank, as you see from some bristlebacks, but he's got move speed and more attack damage. So he's more of a threat to dish out the physical damage because no one else on the team really is able to do that, especially with the amp, the corrosive haze, and the minus armor. So
yeah,
gotta credit him.
Oh my, he has an Octarine if he wants to buy it on the Enigma. This guy is jacked.
Yeah, he's swole.
My man is just working out the gym 24/7. Occasionally comes to leg day.
Sometimes.
When his black hole's up.
Yeah, I mean, but if you really look at his legs, this guy doesn't really have any.
That's gotta be arm day. What you think?
He goes
You're
double
right.
arm day.
Jack, don't make me look dumb. I do that enough myself.
He skips legs, man. He doesn't have legs.
Oh wow, Puck gets a Shiva's. There's getting more and more team fight. I mean, Lina almost had Shiva's. Maybe she does now, but she might be saving buyback. No, she hasn't. No buyback.
Here comes a move from DC. Smoke up. And knowing that take a decent fight, Roche is also going to be
Wait, that didn't
there waiting
scout
for
it
him.
out. I think they're like, wait, that didn't scout out. Roche could still be able. We should go check, but they don't even care about it, I guess. Oh, they're gonna go kill the shrine since they took that tier 3 middle. Smart play before pushing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now they're gonna go into Roche. What does Radiant do here? You can't really fight it,
Dire's
right?
structures are
But you
fortified.
almost have to.
Oh,
That's how it feels like.
leave a
And
spot.
if you manage to pick people off at the edges of the fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Might be what it looks like they're trying to
Oh, they don't have the gem. Puck's not there. Oh, but they, or did they give it to
Puck
someone else?
being first round.
Sentry up here on the high ground, spots CC&C running across. Unfortunately for him, not the right place at the right time.
Such a nice center because like I'm sure he's like, oh, he saw Puck go top for Fleas, like, oh, the gem's up there, they're not gonna see me, and just having that sentry. So that was a really nice play by DC.
Now they give Mason the Aegis, and he could just be the siege unit, the battering ram, if you will, to push into high ground.
It is looking real bad for Team Freedom here. And now, yeah, when Yasha, he's gonna have to go for MKB. He needs damage. That's the problem with Medusa. Like, you build her tanky, okay, you're sitting there tanking a ton of damage, but you don't do anything.
You still have to worry about Forev, Black Hole, BKB. Now with the knock rate
Medusa has Scottish, 2.3k HP. With Midnight Pulse, she just melts because of how much HP she has, and it burns so much of her mana pool.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We said that's why Enigma was more than likely first banned in that first game, and they gave it away this time.
And Bristle also went for 50 attack speed. He's going like
Radiant's
Hit
top
like a
tower
truck
has
builder.
fallen.
Yeah,
a build.
it really does.
armor reduction they get for the snot and the goo and the corrosive haze and the assault is minimal.
I think he 2 or 3 shot Stan King.
I like that. It wasn't he hits like a truck. He hits like a truck builder. That's a real hitter.
I mean, it felt like he like 4-shotted Lena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't take him long to get those swings out either. So.
It's crazy. Legion has more damage than like any other Legion we've seen before, but I mean, who cares, I guess. I mean, DC doesn't care. Not that much
Because
damage.
for them to take a successful fight, he has to duel someone else. Like it feels like he has to duel like the Enigma or the Puck.
Oh, but a possible go around. They actually saw CCNC going up that way. Black Hole solo. I mean, they can do that. They know I don't believe he has buyback. Get suicide, but no buyback. Probably going to be another Rax if they just push top. But Flea's trying to push it out. He can't. Oh, they'll go through middle. I mean, they have a Bristle. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Bristol with an extra life. This could lead to the beginning of the end here for game number 2 in Freedom, unless they have some sort of seriously sharp answer. And I don't know if Yawar is that answer. They may not have a black hole though, but they just really have no means of stopping Mason.
Yeah. Oh, they're not even gonna. They're gonna stay. They have the Aegis.
Yavar should just buy that MKB right away.
Yeah. I don't
That
think.
there's no point in saving the money for any buyback. You're not gonna do it.
Jump in, coil on the 2. Mason already very low.
Oh, that Glimmer Cave finally gets his ult off. That Shrine is probably just gonna help. Can they at least bring the Aegis and then get out of there? Reset?
They're trying.
They're
They
gonna
got
get the
that Aegis
melee
down.
racks, but I think you just let that go at this
I
point.
think it's too late for MKB. I think it's rapier time.
Has fallen.
I mean, what do you have to lose? If you die, the game's over anyway.
Yeah, you can't win if you just lost, right?
It's true. It's fair
You
point.
can't fight if you're dead. You can't worry about the
Uh-oh, and here he is. He gets the black hole off. This time it's going to be onto the Medusa. Nice stun coming out on the backside from Flea. They're going to try to. Duel comes out. They're going to be able to bring down Dubu. Brave is onto him, but Making drops so quickly. And look, at Mason hasn't taken any damage. He's one-shotting everyone. He's just running around like a crazy man. Red's in a little bit of trouble here, though. A lot of buybacks coming from the Radiant side. 30 health regen. Level
Look at
25.
Mason's moves. He looks like a berserk Viking. Look at him. Look at him go.
Yes.
So fast.
I mean, can they do this? Bulba's coming in. Is even Amanda stun? I don't think he did.
They should be careful still.
They really want that kill, but I think it's smart they didn't go.
It cost him so much to be able to stop that.
And like we said with Yawar,
This will do.
Yawar bought back, right? He did die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, now he just falls like 2,000 gold behind, and he can't even farm right now before because of that reduction in gold.
I think it's YOLO rate for the time. For your one.
I don't think they're
He
that
had it
big
queued
of a hurry.
briefly. He had it queued briefly and changed it right back to MKB.
I mean, they realize they have a Nyx Ags. They've lost one set of racks, but where does Bristle go from here? Like, Bristle is at max capacity. They're fine. Like, okay, we almost kind of want to fight. We had to use buybacks, but if we get one good defense, we could turn this around. I think they're still in this game. They just can't do anything.
Well, the problem is you saw he solo black hole Lena. Then when they came to push the base, the black hole was ready once again. It's a 100-second cooldown. It's
back again.
Octarine, and he's gonna farm that refresher pretty soon.
Yeah, perhaps just so. Own the lane phase, own middle with his good holes. Never really got ganked and farmed a lot. Puck now has that.
Your shoutouts to, do you give shoutouts to S4 maybe? OG for this
For this build,
build,
Yeah.
for this Enigma?
Yep.
His responsibility from DAC.
actually Enigma is from Uranus.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Is that what he
black
spawns
hole.
there? Giant Uranus black hole?
Could be taken through the portal. Uh-oh, top lane, somebody's doing something. It's actually, like, I was like, I thought he was dueling somebody, but then he's just dying because there's 4 Dire heroes. And that was the thing I said, if you're Team Freedom, you have good uphill defense, but you just can't do anything. And Snake King tried to do something.
And unfortunately, that means that Snake King is not going to be here for what could be the final defensive team. Freedom.
And he bought back, so he's...
They've
yeah,
done a lot of somethings this game, but it has frequently ended with them dying in response.
Let's see what they can do. Stun, face first, Laguna, black hole, does not manage to catch Francis, so he's going to get hit. The stone gates will cancel it out. Blakebee's pop, but they're still doing decent damage. CCNC barely holding onto his life with the help of the Grave from Stan King, but then he gets dropped. Stan King will be next, and this seems to be all on Yawar. Yawar and Flea, the only survivors here, but it looks like not for long. They are surrounded by 4, and Bulba is alone zoning back Flea, and that's going to be the game. Game number 2 also will belong to Digital Chaos, and they are now 1 win away from being invited to TI.
I think if Snake King was alive that fight, that was the perfect ulti from Yawar. If they had a little bit extra damage, maybe, they could have done something, but also DC might not